Hey guys, so yes, it's dark and now is the time that I get to go to the thrift store. So I thought I would take you along, but this time I thought I would show you an anti-haul. So basically anything that I'm not going to be picking up and the reason why I'm not picking up. Then of course afterwards I can show you what I actually did bring, but I thought it would be helpful if I show you guys kind of my process and why I would take something and why I wouldn't. And of course it's completely subjective, right? Reselling is very subjective. It's all based on like who your customer base is, who are you trying to buy for, what is your pricing structure, what's your model, do you do bread and butter, do you do luxury, etc., etc. But I thought this would be kind of fun. All right, so let's get there before they close.
The first pair of jeans I found were these J. Crew, and they are the newer label, but they were petite, and I struggle with petite, also $8.99. Next were a pair of Madewells, but this is the older label, and they were also $8.99, and I have found that older label just isn't moving like it used to. The next piece is J. Crew, newer label. I was very tempted to take these because they were new with tags. My only problem, though, with them is that they were $11.29. The next pair were these Madewell. I would have picked these up. They were the 9-inch high-rise, but I didn't love the price, though, at $8.99, and they were ripples through the jeans. Now let's move on to the shoe section. At $12.49, these Sam Edelmans were just too expensive, so I had to pass. Then I found these J. Crew loafers. They're really sparkly, fun, the new label, but just had a real holiday feel, and at $12.49 I felt like I was going to be sitting on these for a really long time, so I decided not to pick them up. Let's move out of the shoe section and on to our tops. I don't generally like selling tops. I don't get a huge return, so for Maeve $3.99, this top wasn't special enough for me to want to take it and list it. Then I moved on and I ended up finding a Rachel Zoe, but Rachel Zoe is so oversaturated. It's all over TJ Maxx, and at $7.79 I didn't think it was worth it. Alright, now let's move on to the cozy sweaters. I love sweaters, so here's a Barbour, $7.99. Absolutely worth a double look, a double take, whatever. Into my cart she goes. Next, I found this Madewell, and $4.99 is a good price, but just so boring. And my gosh, I probably would get like 15 bucks or something, 10 bucks, who knows. Not interested. Okay, so Obey, I've had terrible luck with that brand, so nope. Let's keep going. So I'm like sifting through here, and I don't really see anything else until I come up to this piece. It was 100% cashmere, made in Italy. So I thought, okay, worth a second look, and at $3.49. But then I noticed that it was shrunk, and so nope, let's keep going. So we're gonna keep moving forward. Found some American Eagle, $7.99. You crazy? Let's keep going. And then another American Eagle, newer label, great price, but black, really hard to photograph. Yes, I am picky, people. Got it. Ooh, here we go. Here's Babe Everlane, and at $3.49. Ooh yeah, that is a no-brainer. Let's go. All right, so let's go over what I'm not taking. This is the stuff that I did put in my cart, but I decided to leave behind. Not those pieces, just an FYI, these pieces right here. Okay, so the first is a hobo bag at $4.99. It was not in good condition. I know you can't really see it on camera, but there was discoloration, color transfer. It just wasn't going to be worth my time to try to rehab. Next were these Point Sur sweaters, which are from J. Crew, $7.99. I found 3 of them. I absolutely love them, but at $7.99 J. Crew, I'm really struggling, and the person had cut out all the size tags and cut out all of the material content, so I didn't know what they were made out of, so I decided that it wasn't worth my time. Then there was this vintage Lacoste. I didn't do my research really on it, but at $15.99 I just felt like it was too expensive, so I just decided to pass. Then there's this J. Crew schoolboy blazer. I used to love picking these up, and they used to do really well, but based on the comps, it was not selling for much, and at $13.99 it was too much. Then there was this Via de la Rose, $4.99. I didn't know what it was. I looked it up because it just looked interesting to me. It wasn't worth anything. $9.49 for these Oak jeans. I actually found that this brand is pretty good. It's like a minimalist brand, but jeans were only selling between $20 and $24, so again, it was kind of a pass for me. Then here's some athletic wear. This is Prana. I normally love picking up Prana, especially for $3.99, but there was way too much wear on these, and athletic clothes, you need to be really careful when it comes to the use of it because you want to make sure it looks really new. These were $7.99. They were Lucy. I used to pick this brand up, but I don't anymore at all. The return is just not there, so I just decided to forget that brand. These were a pair of Athletas, but they were incredibly worn, $3.99, extra small, and it is the older tag. So nope. I was really bummed out about these. I wanted to take them with me, but they were heavily pilled, and they just like had that feeling of being very used, if that makes sense. They are $3.99, so great price, and they were Sweaty Betty. Let me see. Oh, I'll figure it out. Okay, there we go. I figured it out. Sweaty Betty. That was a bummer for me. I was pretty sad about that. Then these are just random brands that I looked up. This Veer, looked it up. It wasn't anything. There was a whole bunch in there, so I thought that maybe it was like an Aritzia brand, but it wasn't. Then these are $6.99. These are the Weekend Max Mara. I would have just sent these into the Reel right away, but when I looked on the inside, they were heavily stained. So it was something that I just was not interested in trying to clean. Mystery stains. No, thank you. Let's go to the next piece. These were just like these fun printed pants. I believe that they were, $3.49. The brand was Marimekko, and I would have picked these up, but I just felt like the print was very fall. It wasn't going to be something that was going to move for me very quickly, so I just thought, nope, I'd rather spend my dollars elsewhere. This one broke my heart, guys. This was the Everlane top that I found, and it had pulls all over the place. Stains, I mean, stains fine, get it, but like the pulls and the thread, and I've actually have sold this top before, and it took me a really long time to try to sell, and I want to say I only ended up selling it for like $12 or $15. So with all of those flaws in it, I just decided that it wasn't worth to take. Trina Turk is absolutely garbage for me, so I picked it up at first thinking, well, a sweater, but nope. Next one, oh yeah, this was Athleta. Again, just really heavily worn. Pilling doesn't bother me so much, but pulls do, things that I can't repair, and I just again decided it wasn't worth my time. This one was a really tough one for me to say no to as well. It was Free People. I've been trying to break up with Free People for a while. It's so incredibly saturated. Free People sells their own stuff on Poshmark. $7.99, cold shoulder. Nope. Let's move forward. This was $3.99. Dolan. Dolan is a brand found at Anthropology, but the style just felt really dated, and at $9.99, that is really expensive. So nope, let's go on. Okay, this is Free People. I really love this top. It was so cute. Great price at $5.49, but I could feel in the fabric it had been shrunk. Then I found this Madewell, $3.99. It was like this cropped cardi. Yeah, it like just looked really worn and very well loved, as we like to say. Okay, so this Madewell, this felt like it was brand new. I thought it was really beautiful, but again, it just felt too plain for me, and $8.99 was just too pricey. I had to move on. Then Vineyard Vines. Vineyard Vines is very expensive in my area. I mean, I live in New England, so it's pretty popular here at an $11.99. That is a big fat no. Then the last piece, oh, this one was sad. Eileen Fisher. It was this like super long, beautiful cardigan, but it did have a hole in a very obvious spot. I've tried to fix these types of holes before, and I just don't have, I guess, the magic touch when it comes to these kind of repairs. And those are the pieces that I didn't pick up. I know, pretty crazy, right?
So it's been a couple days now, and I'm going to show you what I ended up taking. I'm going to tell you right now, it's not going to be that exciting. I only picked up about 4 to 5 pieces out of all that stuff that I found. And I know you're probably going to think like, wow, that's kind of crazy. Is it even worth it to have gone out there? But like, that's the thing about sourcing via the thrift store, or really via anything. You are always going to run that risk of whether or not there's going to be stuff available to you to thrift. Sometimes the thrift is good. Sometimes it's really terrible. I've had days where I have left the store empty-handed. So I wanted to keep all of this in just to, again, show you the realistic view of like how sourcing can be. It's not every day gonna be mountains and mountains of clothes in your shopping cart. So let's do the haul really quick, and hopefully you guys like what I got. Okay, so as you can see here, it's really small. It's only about 6 pieces that I ended up taking. So let's just get right into it. The first piece that I ended up picking up was $2.99, and it is American Eagle. This is the newer tag of American Eagle. I generally only will pick up 2008 or newer when it comes to American Eagle. These are some camo pants, so camo is always a really popular print. These I would not have paid normally for $9.49 because they are the Pilcrow and the letterpress from Anthropologie. They are the high-rise denim though, and I'm actually going to wear these for a while because I'm in between sizes after having the baby, so that'll work for me. Now, this is always my exception. Here is Madewell. Yes, it is Madewell. But this tag right here, it actually indicates that it is the newer style. It was $9.49, but it is like the lighter color denim, and it does have the front button. I want to say that this is the 10-inch, no, it's a 9-inch high-rise skinny, but it is in my size, so we'll have to see how that goes. The last 3 are sweaters. I ended up taking that Barbour sweater that you guys ended up seeing. I'm slowing down a little bit on sweaters, not too much because I think that people buy sweaters all year round, and that was $7.99. This sweater right here, I've had a hit or miss luck with this brand. It's John and Jen from Nordstrom's, but it was only $3.99, and again, I would be okay with wearing this type of sweater for myself. And the last piece, I actually did pay up for this, but I was so excited about this piece. I just think it's really fun. I don't think it's a blogger favorite, unfortunately, but it is from Zara, and it's from their Trafalgar line, and it was $12.99, but it is new without the tag, so we'll have to see how that goes. So as you can see, it's not a lot of pieces. I ended up rejecting more, so I'm just gonna have to find other places to source inventory for this week so that I can keep up with my general number of trying to list, you know, anywhere between 20 and 30 new pieces a week. And that's it, guys. That's all I have for this week. So thank you so much for tuning in. Again, I am the Savvy Outfitter on Instagram. And if you ever just have any questions or you have any comments or whatever, leave them there down below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you can get some new videos from me. I'm trying to do one once a week, so we'll see how that goes. And yeah, I would just love to connect. Let me know what you guys thought. Let me know if I should have picked up some stuff. There's definitely some things that I'm thinking that I'm regretting, but it is what it is, right? It's the name of the game, and all it means is that I just get to go back out there and hunt for some more deals. Thanks, guys. Have a good night. Bye.